Greetings, YouTube. My wife heard a story on NPR yesterday which absolutely incensed her. She was enraged in a way very reminiscent of how I get enraged. My wife does not get enraged often. It seems that in the midst of the pandemic, people in the service industry are all wearing masks. Doesn't matter where you work. If you're working in the service industry right now, you have a mask on. And if you're a decent human being and a customer, you also have a mask on. Wear your damn mask. And it seems that when people are actually being served in a restaurant, don't go to restaurants. It's a pandemic. Get takeout, get delivery, stay home. Don't go to sit-down restaurants. You are asking nothing more than trouble and endangering the public. But apparently, there's a lot of people going to sit-down restaurants. I'm not going till well after I have a vaccine. And some of the men are really being misogynistic assholes because they are actually turning to women servers and telling them, take down your mask so I know how much to tip you. They're basing their tip purely on the aesthetic appearance of their server. Not the service, hence where the word server comes from. No, the appearance of the server. That makes you a sexist asshole. Sure as shooting does. You should base your tip on a minimum of 20%, but if the service is above that, you should pay them accordingly. And remember that in America, wait staff are grossly underpaid because they don't get paid minimum wage. Their earnings are based off of their tips. And their tips should be based off of their ability to serve. But they're already working in an industry that is brutal with its pressure on servers. They are treated like crap by management and, as this story revealed, even being treated worse during the pandemic than they would have been when they aren't wearing masks. Because apparently, when we weren't wearing masks, these asshole men could just look at the woman's face and decide how much of a tip they get. Don't base your tip on the appearance of your server. Give minimum of 20%, but if they're really good at their job, you can give them more because they deserve it. And right now, what they really deserve is not to get COVID-19. So as much as it sucks not being able to do their job, it's better than being sick or dead. Because even if the disease doesn't kill you, it can have permanent repercussions on your body. I know one woman who's I've known her for a better part of a decade now from YouTube. She's been sick for 9 months. She hasn't bounced back from COVID-19. No telling if she ever will. And it's giving strokes to people in their 20s. This is serious, folks. And going to restaurants is a great way to become both a vector and a victim. So stay home. But if you do go to a restaurant someday, base your tip on the service of your server. Don't base your tip on the appearance of your server, because that marks you as a sexist asshole.